Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a good day. And today we'll be looking at the best minifigures of 2024. So this will be my own personal list. I'm sure there's going to be some controversial choices on here. So it'll be a combination of my own personal biases of minifigures or characters which I love, as well as minifigures who I think just have amazing prints or really cool designs and some cool new molds. So let's begin. Coming in 15th place, we have Kestis. So I really love the Jedi Survivor games. They're a lot of fun and probably one of my favorite aspects of the newest Star Wars content. So it was really fun and exciting to see this character made into Lego form. It would be nice for him to have his own set based on the games, but I'll still take having a minifigure. So he came in the Imperial Star Destroyer as the 25th anniversary special minifigure. And even though his design isn't anything too special, he's got a really nice face print and torso and leg printing. It's more so the fact that this character is finally in Lego, which I'm really excited about. So a really good minifigure overall. And coming in 14th place, we have Batman from the animated series. So as I mentioned a few times on this channel, I absolutely love the animated series. It's one of my favorite interpretations of Batman. So this was another exciting minifigure to see in Lego form. I think this is one of the few instances where the new cowl works really well. It has a much more cartoony design, so really suits the animated series, unlike the live action versions which are using it currently. It also has a really great torso print with like a really nice shiny utility belt, and even has dual molding and leg printing, which is kind of crazy for a DC character to get. And in the Skyline version, he comes with a really great cape, which one side is blue and one side is black, just like in the show itself. So a really detailed minifigure with a really cool cape piece, and really great to see in Lego form. Coming in 13th place, we have Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. So now my love for this minifigure kind of stems from the cloth cape there. It's one of my favorite and most crazy designs that Lego have ever done. It's such a ridiculous piece that I can't help but love it. Now obviously in the film the character is completely gross and horrifying looking. So in terms of printing, the minifigure isn't all that good to me. But the cloth cape, I really love how unique and weird it is. So he's going to make the list just for that fact alone. And in 12th place, I'm going to go for Gambit. So since 2012, I've been waiting for more X-Men minifigures. After the first set, I was sure we are going to get more like every year. And in 2014, we obviously got the Sentinel set. But after that, it was a drought for 10 years until we got the X-Jet set. So even though the X-Mansion itself was a bit of a mixed bag, I still think overall there were some really good aspects to it and some really good minifigures, Gambit being my favorite. He has a really great face print and torso print, as well as decent leg printing. I also love his accessories of his staff and the playing cards. So it's a really great minifigure. Obviously, dual molding legs would have added to it. But overall, I still think it's a fantastic minifigure. I'm super excited to have a Gambit in my collection. Coming in 11th place, we have the last superhero minifigure, and that is Harley Quinn. And the reason why this is so high is because I love Harley in her original Jester uniform. And obviously that originated in the animated series, so it's really cool to get this minifigure based off the animated series. She has a really great double-sided face print. I love the torso and leg printing. It has a really great bright and animated feel to it. So a really great minifigure, and it's really good to see her back in the black and red Jester uniform. Coming in 10th place, I'm going to go for the Dragonborn Paladin from the Dungeons & Dragons collectible minifigure series. Now, this was a really great series in total. Most of the minifigures in it were pretty great to amazing. This is one of my personal favorites. I love the dragon head mold with the printing on it. It also has a great armor print and great torso and leg printing and a really great shield. So he's just a really great and detailed minifigure, and who can't love a dragon in a night suit? Coming in 9th place, we have the Ice Planet Explorer. So she is another really great minifigure from the collectible minifigure series. She is from the Space series. I love her mask with the orange visor there, as well as the leg printing with the ice spikes on the shoes. So she's a really great looking minifigure and a really cool callback to the original Ice Planet theme, which was a really great series from think 2002. I also love her accessories of the heated chainsaw, as well as the robot penguin. So a really great and detailed minifigure with some really cool accessories. Coming in 8th place, we have another video game character, and that is Link. So unfortunately, I never actually played a Zelda video game, but I've always wanted to. And I thought all three minifigures looked really good, so it's really hard to decide which one I preferred more. And I think it's the one in the green tunic, because I love the classic Link look. But they all have really good face printing, arm printing with dual molding, dual molded legs with some great printing, as well as a great new hat and hairpiece combination. As well, there's also tons of new accessories like the sword and shield pieces. So it's a really great minifigure with some new molds, great printing and molding, as well as some really cool accessories. And it's really cool to see such a legendary video game character make his way into Lego form. And coming in 7th place, we have the legendary Jedi Bob. Now this minifigure has very basic printing, but that's why I love it, because it's based on the early 2000s Star Wars sets. So he has the classic yellow skin, and he's based on the original Jedi from the Republic gunship. And I just love the story behind this minifigure and how it came to be. It was just such a cool thing for Lego to do to give him his own set. Another thing really great about this minifigure is how his printing is slightly damaged and looks like it's been smudged over like the years of having it in your collection, which is a really great attention to detail. So it was a really fun minifigure and a really great callback to the old classic Star Wars sets. It gives you that early Star Wars 2000s nostalgia. Coming in 6th place, we have the Lady of Pain from the Dungeons & Dragons series. So unfortunately, I've never actually played D&D, but I just love this minifigure. I love the printing on the torso and the dress piece. She has a great cape, and the head mold is incredible looking. It's probably one of my favorites from this year. I love all these spikes in the back and the face print. And she is my personal favorite from that series, although I don't know much about who she actually is, but a great minifigure nonetheless. Coming in 5th place, we have Darth Malak. So this is one of those characters which I never really thought we'd ever see in LEGO form, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much, because it's such a great character to get. So he has a great face print with a new mask mold, as well as great torso and leg printing. So he's a really cool minifigure, and as a big fan of the Knights of the Old Republic video game, it's so amazing to have him in LEGO form, and they did a really great job translating him into LEGO. Coming in 4th place, we have Jedi Vader. Now, I couldn't quite decide whether I'd put Malak first or Vader first, and even though Malak is a new minifigure, I love the printing more on this minifigure, and the concept of a redeemed Raider was always something that I used to love. It's a really cool what if scenario if Anakin actually lived and turned to the light side and started to make up for his, millions of crimes. But yeah, like I said, I love the printing on the torso and the legs. It's got really great arm printing, and I love the helmet in white. It's a shame he doesn't have blue eyes, but I still think it's a really great minifigure, and I doubt we'll ever see it again. So just a really cool concept for a minifigure, and I love Vader being redeemed. So another really cool Star Wars minifigure. We're now entering the top 3, which I must say is kind of random. I'm sure lots of people will disagree with this, but what can I say? It's my opinion. Coming in 3rd place, we have Vampire Knight from the collectible minifigure series, Series 25. And I'm a big fan of the knights and castle-based minifigures. I think they really suit the style of LEGO minifigures. And I also love the more horror LEGO themes like Monster Fighters, as well as the original Fright Nights wave for the castle theme, which is what this minifigure is based on. So like the Ice Planet Explorer, it's a really cool callback and a great updated version of an old minifigure. He has a great torso and great leg printing with dual molding, as well as some good arm printing. He also has a brand new helmet mold, which looks really great with the bat ears, a really cool axe and a shield print, as well as a great face print. Overall, it's just a really fun and creative minifigure. And coming in 2nd place, probably the most controversial ranking, we have the Alien Tourist. I don't know what it is about this minifigure, I just personally love it. I love the classic alien face print with the smile, the hat for the disguise, as well as the t-shirt with the I Love Earth. There's some nice dual molding on the arms as well as the leg printing. So it's a really well detailed minifigure, and for me personally, I just think it's really cute. And overall, it's just like a really fun minifigure. And I just love this one, so he had to make the list. I didn't think he would be this high, but I ended up just loving it more than I thought I would. And coming in 1st place, to no one's surprise with how much I've probably glazed this set in my past few videos, we have Sauron from Lord of the Rings. The torso and leg printing are really great, and it has one of the best helmet molds I've seen in a long time. It's a really big size with these spikes on the top with the body armor for the shoulders. It's just a really cool and impressive mold. And what else I like about it is the fact that this was a really wanted minifigure. He wasn't in the original Lord of the Rings sets, so now 10 years later, we finally get him in LEGO form and he looks amazing. So even though I have glazed this set a lot, I do think this is my personal favorite minifigure of the year. It has a great story behind it of finally getting it in LEGO form, as well as the printing and mold are all perfect. So that is it for my personal favorite minifigures of the year. Obviously, I'm incredibly biased because I love superheroes, I love Lord of the Rings, and I love a lot of Star Wars, as well as things like the Alien Tourist, like stuff like that, like little cute things I also really enjoy. So I'm sure there's hundreds of minifigures that I left off the list and some which were your favorites from different themes. So let me know, what do you think of this list? Is it awful? Is it okay? But most importantly, let me know which are your favorite minifigures from this year. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, even if you disagreed. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all have a good week. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.